Oh dear Lord, the Sky are screwed. The Sky are screwed. You might say the sky is falling. But yeah, the Sky GM has come out. Apologies there. The Sky GM has come out and talked about the team's bad start, and there are some things that I'm like, oh dear God, this team is screwed.
The Chicago Sky didn't just throw Angel Reese under the bus. They slammed the gas, ran her over, hit reverse, and made sure every camera caught the wreckage for primetime coverage. When your own GM, Jeff Pagliocca, goes on record with a pointed "we need more out of you," and singles you out by name, that's not feedback, it's a public takedown. It wasn't about motivation, it was a message. A press release disguised as a slap. The Sky are clearly fed up, and Angel Reese has now become the Storm's focal point.
It's going down in Chicago. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus? Jeff P. said he's had enough of missed layup.
Angel Reese strutted into the WNBA with more swagger than Kanye on a runway and drew a media circus worthy of Taylor Swift at a playoff game. She wasn't just a rookie. She was the Kai Barbie, dripping with confidence, wrapped in hype, and lugging around sky-high expectations like she was born holding a finals MVP. Fans bought into the fantasy, a walking headline, a brand on the move. But just a few games in, the Chicago Sky front office is already treating her like she's a discount bin Barbie. Scuffed heels, missing accessories, and none of the shine she came packaged with.
Absolutely dreadful. Again. And I had just complimented Angel Reese for being efficient. I had just complimented Angel Reese for putting together a respectable performance. Of course, the Chicago Bravado, they still got their ass kicked, but that doesn't matter. All that matters to the lonely men who follow Angel Reese on social media is that she looks good. But like I told you guys the other day, an excellent performance from Angel Reese. It is rare.
General Manager Jeff Pagliocca, who, let's be honest, isn't exactly known for his diplomatic touch, ditched the usual coach speak and went full scorched earth at a live press conference. No vague cliches. No safe "the team needs to be better" lines. Instead, he grabbed the MIC like it was a witness stand, locked eyes with the media, and delivered a direct hit. We need more out of Angel Reese. No whispers. No sugarcoating. He named names under the glare of the spotlight, making it crystal clear who was on the hot seat. Subtlety that left the building with last season's promo merch.
It's a long season, there's a lot of game left, but this is unexpected and I've been very disappointed. General Manager Jeff Pagliocca told the Sun Times as he sat in seats at Barclays Center watching his team's morning shoot-around. We had pretty big, significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2-6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they let a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
And if you thought that press conference was spicy, that was just the appetizer. What went down behind closed doors? That was a 5-alarm meltdown. According to insiders, it went nuclear, voices raised to eardrum-piercing levels, fingers flying like accusations on trial, and chairs, well, let's just say they were repositioned with the kind of force that makes you wonder if furniture insurance is a thing. The locker room walls might still be trembling from the blast radius. This wasn't a post-game meeting. It was a full-blown spiritual purge disguised as a team talk. Imagine group therapy with zero therapy and a mountain of unresolved tension tossed in for good measure.
This was it. Let me start it over here. So Angel Reese hair was pulled, and she immediately, oh my God, she pushed the player. Camila Cardoso stepped in. Come on, bro. This is bad. This is bad. Angel Reese did speak to reporters immediately after the game. Check out what she had to say. Roll the footage, man.
And I kind of been a passer all my career. I came out of high school as the number one wing and trying to get back to that, trying to get back to being super versatile. And Tyler made that emphasis early on in the season. I didn't understand it. And I really was kind of confused and trying to figure it out. And I'm still figuring.
To be fair, Angel Reese hasn't exactly been lighting up the scoreboard in 2025. She's averaging 10 points a game on a frosty 35% shooting from the field. Now, credit where it's due. She's still gobbling up rebounds like a bulldozer on a mission, pulling down 12 a night with relentless energy. But let's be honest, rebounding alone doesn't win games, especially when you're bricking wide-open layups like it's a free throw contest sponsored by a construction company. If we had $1 for every punt blank missed this season, we could probably buy out the entire Chicago Sky front office and still have enough left for a stadium hot dog. Compare that to her rookie year, 13.6 points per game on a slightly more respectable 39% from the floor. Sure, no one expected logo threes or Steph Curry-level splash rates, but we did expect her to finish the shots within arm's reach of the rim. Instead, we've gotten a frustrating cocktail of hustle, hype, and missed opportunities. The raw talent, still obvious, but at some point, potential has to evolve into production, because if it doesn't, all that swagger starts to look like smoke.
Point is, you're posting this, you've got a game at 11 a.m. Central Time, and you are a 6'3" forward shooting 36% from the field, and you're averaging over 3 points less a game than you were last year, and you can't even get a block shot at your height. You're also, by the way, down a rebound and a half a game. And this is what you're worried about, is social media chatter. And look, she must... I think here's the thing. She must love this. Otherwise, she wouldn't keep crashing out and posting things like this. Guys, this is cringe.
Whoever came up with the me-bounce thing, y'all ate that up. Because rebounds, me-bounce, rebounds, key-bounce, T-bounce, T-bounce, anything that comes off that board, it's mine.
But Jeff wasn't just rattling off stats or box scores. Oh no, this cut deeper. This was about accountability, that corporate buzzword that usually signals someone's about to get roasted with a smile. She's had some great games, he said, with all the enthusiasm of a guy trying to hype up a side salad at a steakhouse. And some games that haven't been her best. Translation: we're pacing holes in the locker room carpet while telling the public everything's fine. Then came the cherry on top, the PR-safe zinger. We need her to help us in other ways, too. Oh really, Jeff? What ways exactly? Running halftime trivia? Handing out foam fingers? If Angel Reese is suddenly expected to double as the team's emotional support mascot, that's a new one. But let's be real. In basketball, other ways doesn't mean makeup tutorials or inspirational IG captions. It means doing the gritty stuff, hustling on defense, diving for loose balls, rallying the team in huddles. It's about showing fire, leadership, and intangibles. Because when the jumper's off, it's those invisible threads, the energy, the edge, that separate the good from the great.
Is under fire from the Chicago Sky general manager. The general manager names Angel Reese by name and says, "We need more out of you." Now I'm scrolling through Twitter, doing my thing. You guys know how I do. Got the air breezing through my hair in those Twitter streets. I do. And I take a look and I see something that catches my attention. The Chicago Sky make a request to Angel Reese amid losing streak. Interesting. What is this request?
And let's not ignore the irony here. The Chicago Sky are 2-6, giving up a league-worst 90 points per game and shooting a miserable 39% from the field. And yet somehow, the front office decided Angel Reese was the problem, like she personally let the air out of the basketballs. Never mind that Courtney Vandersloot, one of the smartest playmakers in the league, is out for the season. Never mind that coach Tyler Marsh built the entire offense around Camila Cardoso, who's been about as dependable as a dollar store umbrella in a hurricane. But sure, let's act like Angel Reese is the reason the ship's sinking. At this point, you have to wonder, is this even about basketball anymore? Or is it about branding, optics, and covering backsides? Angel was sold as the savior, the Gen Z magnet, the TikTok queen, the walking LSU highlight reel who'd bring NCAA magic to the W. But the problem with hype is that it needs wins to survive. And when you're clanking layups and down 20 by halftime, no one's buying jerseys or watching choreographed lip syncs. Branding is cute. Buckets are better. And right now, Angel's brand is getting dragged harder than Caitlin Clark trying to get a foul call.
It says here, guys, that the general manager, Jeff Pagliocca, is it Pagliocca or Pagliosa? You guys know I'm bad with names. But pretty much, he's opened up the publications about his team's performance
and shared his thoughts on how Angel Reese could contribute more to their team's goals and admits he's disappointed with the start to the WNBA. Did you expect, Jeff? You sold your future for the present. You really had in your head that Angel Reese is a number one talent. She's a superstar. And you guys continue to inflate her head, inflate her mindset, which feeds the mentality.
Speaking of Caitlyn, oh yes, we're absolutely going there. While Angel Reese is getting publicly called out by her own GM and tossed under a double-decker bus, Caitlyn Clark is being paraded through the league like it's her royal coronation. The numbers: just a casual 19 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds a night. She already dropped a triple-double like it was a Tuesday night scrimmage. She's draining threes like she's got the league on a cheat code, and the ball listens to her like she's the Steph Curry of the Midwest. Meanwhile, Angel's jump shot? Let's just say it looks like someone swapped the ball with a greased watermelon. Sure, she's grinding on the boards and getting those post-game hugs from teammates, but behind the scenes, totally different vibe. Sources say some vets are fed up, tired of missed layups, tired of watching winnable games slip away because someone couldn't finish at the rim. One insider even whispered, "There are girls in that locker room who think she's getting chances they'd never be allowed to fumble." That's not just frustration, that's full-blown resentment. And resentment, that's how chemistry cracks, how locker rooms split, how playoff dreams die and off-season chaos begins.